Kyle Larson about to become the third winningest driver for Hendrick Motorsports, behind Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. 2/3 of the clean sweep for the weekend, and coming around turn 4 for his 30th career win, Kyle Larson for Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet wins in Homestead.
Kyle Larson's recent victory at Homestead-Miami Speedway marked his 30th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series, but his post-race comments revealed a significant frustration brewing beneath the surface. Rather than simply celebrating the milestone, Larson made a bold claim that has stirred considerable controversy throughout the NASCAR world. Speaking in his press conference, Larson stated, "I think if we would still have the 2021 car, I would have about 50 Cup wins right now. I think switching to this car has limited us from winning."
Current Cup car fits your driving style and allows you to do that?
I don't know. I think if we would still have the 2021 car, I'd have about 50 Cup wins right now. So I think switching to this car has limited us from winning.
This statement reveals what Larson perceives as a fundamental problem with NASCAR's current direction, specifically the introduction of the NextGen car in 2022. For a driver who has accumulated 14 wins in the current generation of car, more than any other competitor, Larson's complaint might seem surprising. Yet his assertion that he could have potentially had 20 additional victories speaks volumes about his confidence and raises important questions about how the next-gen car has reshaped competition in NASCAR's Premier Series. Examining Larson's career reveals impressive statistics that support his standing as one of NASCAR's elite drivers. His 30 career Cup Series victories place him in rare company, with only 29 other drivers in NASCAR history having reached this milestone. Of these wins, 24 have come with Hendrick Motorsports, while 6 were earned during his tenure with Chip Ganassi Racing. His dominance was most evident in 2021, the final year of the Gen 6 car era, when he captured 10 race wins and the NASCAR Cup Series championship. That season, Larson led an astounding 2,581 laps, more than 1,000 laps greater than his closest competitor. It represented one of the most dominant single-season performances in modern NASCAR history. Since the next-gen car's introduction in 2022, Larson has continued to find success, winning 3 races in 2022, 4 in 2023, and a series-leading 6 in 2024. His victory at Homestead-Miami marked his first win of the 2025 season, just 6 races into the schedule. These 14 victories make him the most successful driver in the next-gen era. Currently, Larson sits second in the 2025 championship standings, 36 points behind his teammate and Daytona 500 winner William Byron. This competitive position further demonstrates his continued excellence despite his concerns about the current car. The introduction of the next-gen car in 2022 represented a significant transformation for NASCAR. This new vehicle featured numerous design changes, most notably the switch from sheet metal bodies to more durable composite bodies. This modification fundamentally altered the dynamics of competition. Justin Allgaier, NASCAR Xfinity Series champion, explained that the composite car bodies now used in both series are more durable than their sheet metal predecessors and can endure more beating and banging without cutting a tire. This increased durability has changed the calculus of risk-taking on the track, particularly during restarts. Another major impact of the next-gen car has been its effect on competitive balance across the field. Before 2022, teams like Hendrick Motorsports had built up significant advantages with the Gen 6 chassis, which had been in use since 2013. The next-gen car effectively reset those advantages, leveling the playing field and creating closer competition throughout the pack. This shift directly impacts Larson's assessment. When he claims he would have approximately 50 wins without the car change, he's implicitly suggesting that Hendrick Motorsports' previous advantages were diminished by the introduction of the new vehicle. The next-gen car provided what many in the sport refer to as a total reset for NASCAR competition. One of the most dramatic effects of the next-gen car has been its impact on restart dynamics. The increased durability of the composite bodies has created a scenario where drivers can be far more aggressive without the same consequences they might have faced with sheet metal bodies. Justin Allgaier provided a characterization of this new reality by saying, When you look at the Cup Series and the bumpers and how stiff and rigid they are and how well they line up, there's beating and banging going on these restarts to another level. It's actually pretty impressive that they're able to not wreck on some of these restarts on the Cup Series side. Allgaier further noted that approximately 90% of the passing that you're going to do is going to come from those first 5-10 laps, creating intensified pressure to be aggressive early. He added, "I think restarts have become more aggressive and more haywire than they've ever been, but it's risk versus reward. Way higher reward than risk." Ryan Preece offered an even more dramatic assessment of the current restart environment. These restarts have turned into a brutal bloodbath of just putting guys in bad situations. He emphasized that drivers must be constantly prepared for potential wrecks, stating, "You need to be ready for somebody to wreck at any time on a restart." This intense competition on restarts presents a different kind of challenge than what drivers faced with the previous generation car. It may help explain part of Larson's frustration, as the new dynamics require adaptive strategies that differ from the conditions under which he achieved his remarkable 2021 season. Despite his criticisms of the next-gen car, Larson acknowledges that adaptability has been crucial to his continued success. "I think just being with a good team and being able to adapt to new things is something you try to pride yourself on. I think that's an area where the 5 team really excels, and the 24 as well."
So I don't know, but I think just being with a good team and being able to adapt to new things is something you try to pride yourself on, and I think that's an area where the 5 team really excels, and the 24 as well.
Larson points to this adaptability as a distinguishing factor for both himself and teammate William Byron, who has won 12 races since the next-gen car was introduced.
Our top 2 in most next-gen wins. So, young, adaptable drivers and team.
The characteristics of the next-gen car create distinct driving requirements. Larson stated, "They're difficult cars to drive, though. You have to run really hard, and I think that probably benefits a guy like myself."
Drivers and teams. So, yeah, they're just they're difficult cars to drive, though. You have to run really hard, and I think that probably benefits a guy like.
This comment suggests that while he believes the car has limited his win total, aspects of its performance profile may actually complement his aggressive driving style. This adaptability was on full display during Larson's win at Homestead-Miami. Starting 14th after a poor qualifying effort, Larson methodically worked his way through the field. When race leader Ryan Blaney experienced an engine failure, Larson capitalized on his long-run speed to pass both Bubba Wallace and teammate Alex Bowman for the win. Larson's win at Homestead-Miami demonstrated both his exceptional talent and the evolution of his racing approach. After a challenging day that included damage on pit road, poor qualifying, and bad restarts, Larson persevered to capture the checkered flag. "It was far from perfect. I gave up almost 2 spots by getting in the wall too many times. I knew I wasn't going to get the best restart. I knew I wasn't good on the short runs, just had to keep plugging away at what I know and what's good for me."
It was far from perfect. I gave up a spot and a half, almost 2 spots there by getting in the wall too many times. I knew I wasn't going to get the best restart there. I knew I wasn't good on the short runs, and just thought if I could hold off the 11 and the 45 behind me, I could get ring in the top and the 19 too. And then I got in the wall and let him by, but just kind of had to keep plugging away at what I know and what.
The victory came when he passed teammate Alex Bowman in the closing laps after Bowman hit the wall. Bowman took responsibility for the error that opened the door for Larson. "I guess I choked that one away, just burned my stuff up. Saw the number 5 coming, so moved around a little bit. I hit it hard with the right front and ended up just bending something enough that I lost a lot of right front feel."
Was it getting into the wall a little extra that did you in, or was there more to it?
Yeah, I guess I choked that one away for sure. Just kind of burnt my stuff up. Saw the 5 coming, so moved around a little bit, and not when he passed me, but the time before that, I hit it pretty hard with the right front and ended up just.
For Larson, the win represented a significant achievement in light of previous disappointments at the track. Proud of myself, proud of the team. Just a lot of gritty hard work there today. Super pumped. One of the coolest wins, I think, in my Cup career, just because of all the heartbreak I've had here.
Just proud of myself, proud of the team. Just a lot of gritty, hard work there today between damage on pit road, qualifying bad restarts, all that stuff. So just super pumped. one of the coolest wins, I think, in my Cup career, just because of all the heartbreak I've had here, the heartbreak yesterday, and to just keep my head down and
Former NASCAR champion Kevin Harvick noted the significance of Larson's performance. He says, "So very dangerous a day for the rest of the field to see Kyle Larson starting to manage a car in a situation that's not fast, not tear up his car, not make a mistake, and win the race. That to me is something we haven't seen Kyle Larson do." A notable aspect of the current NASCAR landscape is the continued excellence of Hendrick Motorsports, despite the changes brought by the NextGen car. After 6 races in the 2025 season, all 4 Hendrick drivers sit inside the top 6 in the championship standings. A remarkable achievement. William Byron leads the standings after winning the Daytona 500, with Larson second and Alex Bowman third. Chase Elliott holds 6th place despite not yet scoring a podium finish this season. This impressive showing demonstrates the organization's ability to adapt to the new technical regulations.